Hello story lovers, welcome to Nana's Fairy Tales, where we share amazing and interesting stories. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel and turn on the notification bell to get notified when we upload another enchanting tale.
In a small village set between calm streams and deep forest was a renowned hunter named Uwakwe. Uwakwe was the richest hunter the village has ever produced. He was said to have wrestled with diverse spirits in the forest during his hunts and have defeated them all. Story has it that Uwakwe killed a lion during his early days as a hunter, which gave him the title Uwakwe. Uwakwe had 3 brothers, but he never stays with them or gives them attention, because the fame he has acquired in the village has gotten into his head. He is a feast lover. He throws feasts every month and invites dignitaries from within and without his community. He loves the praises they shower on him when he feeds them with lots of roasted and grilled meat and wine. The people applaud him and adore him. They call him all sorts of sweet names and bathe him with praises. He calls himself the man of the people. Whenever he enters any occasion, he must be recognized. He has 2 best friends, Nduka and Chidi. He takes them anywhere he's going to for feast. They sit at the same table with him. He buys them drinks and gives them money for their famine. This Uwakwe has never done for any of his brothers. This continued, and Uwakwe continually became the man of the people. People come to borrow money from him. To some he lends and tells them when to pay back, and to some he tells them never to pay back. But whenever any of his brothers asks him for money, he will start giving them excuses, 1,000 reasons why he can't help them with what they're asking for. Uwakwe's mother will always call him and say to him, "The people of this village will only dance and make merry with you because they know what they can gain from you. When there is nothing you can give to them, no one would ever sing your praise again. All those who you call your friends will turn away and none will be with you. Then you would realize that family is all you've got. The only person that will stand by you in your difficult times is family. No other person will." His mother will always end this kind of conversations by saying to him, "Uwakwe, nobody will stay with you like a brother." After listening to these words, Uwakwe would turn around and continue what he was doing like his mother never said a word. He hates it when someone corrects him or rebukes him. He only wants to be praised at all times. Uwakwe has great expertise in hunting. He refused to teach any of his brothers how to hunt because he's scared of anyone taking his glory. Uwakwe actually knows that no one in the village genuinely loves him, that they are all over him because of his wealth and the constant feast he throws. But he didn't want to believe that. He always believes that the villagers love him because he's hardworking and for who he is. One day, as Uwakwe was sitting idle on a tree branch, whistling and relaxing, a madman was coming from a distance. When he came to where Uwakwe was, he said to him, "Only a fool leaves his home hungry to feed the people who doesn't care about his safety and well-being. Only a fool leaves his home in a mess just to gain the favor of the people. Only a fool thinks that his brother's growth is a threat to him. Only a fool finds pleasure in feasting in the village square, while hunger has pitched a tent in his home." The madman hissed and called him a foolifu, which means stupid. Uwakwe couldn't wrap his head around the words of the madman. "They don't sound like the words of a madman at all," he said to himself. If not that man is a very popular madman in the village, he would have doubted his insanity. These words gave Uwakwe goosebumps. The more he thought about it, the more confused he gets. What is he not doing right? He asked himself. Maybe the madman is right. Maybe he should have made his family his priority. Maybe he should have helped his brothers. For the first time in his whole life, Uwakwe became remorseful. He gradually began to regret how he had treated his family. Being good is okay, but of what essence is your goodness when your family can't attest to it? He was really a man of the people, but not to his mother and brothers. Uwakwe decided to test his friends, whom he always hangs out with and buys drinks for. One day, as he was in the forest hunting, he killed a very big bull. He shot at a very big bull and it died at once. Uwakwe tied the bull up and covered it with plantain leaves. He left it there and ran to the village. He went to his friend Nduka and said to him, "Nduka, my friend, please help me. I just killed someone in the bush. I accidentally killed a pregnant woman in the bush. I don't know what to do." Nduka looked at him in fear and disgust and said, "Please go and tell your family. Don't involve me. I can't help you. What should I be doing with a murderer?" Uwakwe was surprised and filled with sorrow at the same time. He thought to himself, the Nduka that he took like a brother, Nduka that he dines and wines with, the Nduka that he gives money for planting, for seeking him, it came to him like a shock. He went to his other friend Chidi and told him the same story. Chidi left him and ran into his house and shouted behind closed doors, "Please get away from my house. I don't know you." Uwakwe sat down and began to think deeply about it. He felt horrible. Life began to play before his eyes. So what if he had truly shot a person? All his friends would desert him and leave him to his fate? He thought to himself. He went home and said to his elder brother Afam, "Please help me. I just shot a person. I mistakenly killed a pregnant woman thinking it was an animal." His brother looked at him in shock. What he was holding fell from his hands. Though he never liked Uwakwe because of how Uwakwe treats them, he pulled him into the house and said to him, "I hope you've not told anybody. I hope no one saw you then. Come and show me the place. Let's secretly bury the person and perform the required rituals to appease the gods and seek for mercy since it wasn't intentional." Uwakwe took his brother and they started going to the forest where the incident happened. All along the way, Uwakwe was quiet, sober, and sorrowful. He couldn't believe that his brother agreed to follow him to clean up his mess while his beloved friends forsook him. He took his brother to the scene and showed him the figure covered with plantain leaves. His brother told him that they should quietly dig a grave and bury the person. His brother joined him and they began digging the grave. Under the scorching sun, sweating profusely. After some time, his brother said, "Now let's put the body into the ground." He ran to where the body lay, uncovered it, and found out it was a big bull. His brother said to him, "Why did you lie that you killed a human being and made me suffer this hot afternoon?" Uwakwe, amidst tears, hugged him and said, "Indeed, blood is thicker than water. No one would fight for you like family." He apologized to his brother for the bad things he has done to him. His brother looked at him and said, "Carry your great catch, let's go home." They both carried the animal and took it home. People saw them on the way and were praising Uwakwe as usual for his big catch. Towards evening, his friends Nduka and Chidi learned that Uwakwe didn't kill anybody but a very big animal. They were so ashamed. The villagers were waiting for Uwakwe to call for a feast so they could go eat and make merry. But Uwakwe never called. He sold parts of the meat, and the remaining parts he cooked it and ate with his brothers. He bought wine and was feasting with his brothers and his mother. his friends Nduka and Chidi him and asked him, "Why didn't you invite us to your feast?" He said to them, "I've learned to spend my time and money with those who sincerely and genuinely cares about me, not those after merriment and fun, those that will only show up when it's rosy and disappear when it's dark and gloomy." His friends left in shame, and from that day forward, Uwakwe only makes merry with his brothers and mother, for he has learned that they are the only ones that truly love him. Uwakwe learns that truly no one can love you and care about you like a brother.